Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today has been a very long day, which is funny because I've slept for like 5 hours of it. But I'll tell you what happened today. I went to work in the morning, but I woke up a bit late, so I had to take bike there. Um, I took a line bike instead of my bike because my bike is in a precarious state right now, and if I use it too much, it might just break whilst I'm riding it. Um, so, and my work is quite far from me. It's about a 35-ish minute bike ride. It's not too bad, but by bus and that it takes about an hour to get there. Um, but anyways, yeah. So I was coaching today, but because I coach younger children, you need to have a lot of energy. You need to like really put in the legwork with your energy, otherwise the kids just won't respond well to you. And it is energy consuming, man. For real, like it's tiring. But anyways, yeah, cool. We biked back home, and then um, my washing machine is not working properly right now, so we're not using it to wash our clothes. So I had to take all of mine and my siblings' clothes to the laundromat, and then put in the washing machine. And then when I was waiting for it, I went to go work out. I did a every minute on the minute, um, 3 pull-ups, 8 push-ups for 15 minutes. Um, and I'll be honest, I was just tired. Like physically, I was tired, so I swapped to assisted pull-ups. So with where essentially you go to a lower bar and then your legs are on the floor. Oh, it's kind of hard to show without, but essentially your legs are on the floor like this one, but both of them, and you're holding it, and you just pull. And then try not to use your legs too much. Um, and then swap to knee push-ups as well because literally I was just so tired. But that's fine. I'll be honest. It's the first time I've done that on my own accord in a while because literally I've just been trying to get the muscle up. So I'm happy that we started to bring in just the typical normal training back. And then I went to get the laundry and oh my days, this bag was heavy because all the clothes were wet. So put them in the bag, and then I put them on my left shoulder, and I'm walking home, and I'm thinking, damn, I'm too tired for this. Um, and I'm just thinking, oh, I want to change arms, but I know realistically that that's just me focusing on the pain rather than focusing on the winning vision and what I actually want, which is just to get home. So I talked about the winning vision in a previous video. I think it's my greatest productivity hack, where essentially you just focus on the outcome of the action that you're doing right now when you start to lose focus. So when I started to focus on how tired I was and how tired my left shoulder was, rather than thinking, oh, I should switch to the right, because I know ultimately my right shoulder gonna get tired. I'm gonna keep changing. It's gonna take me longer to get home. I just that absolute focus on just getting home, and I literally just imagine me opening that door. Every time I was thinking, oh, the pain is too much, I can't be asked, I'm tired. Literally just focus on that image of me opening the door and putting that bag down, and then just focus on it until that pain subsides, until that mental barrier of wanting to give up subsides, and then just focus on what you're doing, which is just walking with the bag. Um, so that's just a practical application of a mental strategy that I use to stay productive. Um, but and then after that, literally, I just slept. I got in the shower, and then I was like, "Bruh," I was gone. I was gone. Um, and then I woke up at like 8-ish, 8 p.m. So I'll be honest, I'm so tired now. So I'm probably just gonna upload this and go to bed. But yeah, I wanted to talk today about um, the Battle of the Trench, or the Battle of Khandaq. I think it has another name, as as Azar, but I'm not sure about that one. But essentially, I just wanted to give a reflection on how when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions were preparing for it, one of the things they had to do was dig a trench. It's called the Battle of the Trench, so they had to dig a trench. Bear in mind, there's the army of Muslims is 3,000 at this point, and the army of the enemy that's incoming. So this is an alliance of pretty much of a lot of the Muslims' enemies at the time. It was an army of 10,000 coming against them. So they have to dig a trench. They're coming to Medina, which is where the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was and where all the Muslims were. So they have to dig a trench, right? And bear in mind, this is physical labor. Like, this was not an easy trench to dig. There's a hadith about how they came across this rock or boulder that they couldn't get past, and they called the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then I think he said Allahu Akbar and hit it, and then he was saying how he was seeing visions of different countries that Islam would spread to. And then, so anyways, the point of that being that this was not an easy task. But the main thing that I want to get into is how they were literally so hungry when they were digging this trench that one time they called the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I think for a different border, and it was seen that he had a stone tied to his stomach because they were all just so hungry. So I just want to talk about how crazy the mental fortitude of the Muslims back then were. Genuinely, like, those are the people who precede us in Islam, and bro, like, we need to learn from them. They were hungry, they didn't let it affect them. They were actually so hungry to the point where they had to tie rocks so that their stomachs would shrink in size. Do you know how that's nuts? And I'm talking about, I'm struggling bringing a bag of wet clothes home from what, a 10 minute walk down the road. Come on now. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, when you're thinking that you want to give up, focus on the result of your actions. Focus on why you're doing it. What does it get you? Bro, when you're studying and you're thinking, oh, this is boring, this isn't fun, I want to give up, I want to play games, I want to do this, I want to do that. Focus on opening that letter on results day and seeing your grade. Whatever your target grade is, imagine you open and you see that. And every time that you're thinking, I want to give up, and every time that barrier comes up, just focus on that winning vision until it subsides, and then focus, and then obviously keep working whilst you're having this mental battle. And then once that barrier is gone, just focus back on your work, and this mental barrier will pop up again and again. It's control over the mind which allows us to break through these barriers, and which is why I'm happy that I'm fasting, because I'm being sick. Even though cool, my body was more tired than it normally is, my mind is just still sharp. Still have just control over my thoughts, and I'm just hyper aware of them. So I don't really know what to title this video, but probably something to do with mental fortitude. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go in. Actually, no, I need to memorize an ayah for today, and then I'm gonna go to sleep, inshallah. So, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.